Meetings made easy. There are 8 other callers on the call.
You can make your condition R4, but in R3, same way you can create alert. In place of conditional, you can see alerts. And in alerts also, you just need to click on alert and make a condition and click on format. Same format you need to select and apply. That's all. Same. Steps were same, but naming convention difference. Name they changed as conditional here, or there you have alerts. Okay. Now, anyway, let me break this particular block. If you want to break this particular block, you need to go to format. You need to go to analysis. You need to go to, no, I think you are not here. Okay. Anyway, if you want to apply a section, you need to go to section, and if you want to apply a break on this particular column, in the report element itself, there is a break here. There is a break, add break. It subdivides your first block into subblocks. And if you want to add a subtotal, my customer is asking to display max value for each year. My requirement is I want to create a one report. In the report, I want to display max of all years, 1, and as well as max for each year. I have a requirement. I need to display the report with each employee, their respective salary, and as well as I need to display one maximum from each department and one max from complete organization. Then tell me how you create that report. Shiva sir, question for you. Hello?
Create a variable with max.
My question is from each group. For example, when you see in the real time, if you work for the company have a lot of branches, right?
Yeah.
You have a branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, branch 3. Now I am asking you to display report with the employee wise, branch wise salary and display one max from each branch. The who are getting max salary from each branch, as well as grant max. Sorry.
We have to have a break.
Exactly. Break on what?
You told 3 segments, right?
Break on what?
What are those? Break on?
Exactly. I am asking you to give a maximum from each branch. So that time you need to apply break on what?
Break on branch.
Exactly. Then you need to apply what? Max on salary.
Max on salary.
So that it will give a one max for each break. Each break means from each department. And as well as it will give a grant max from all the branches. It will give a one maximum salary from all values, all branches also.
Yeah.
So that will give a good analysis for them. Generally, you created the report. For Accenture. So there you are displaying employee wise, branch wise, department wise, project wise, sales. That report you send it to the CEO of the Accenture. Then what the CEO of the Accenture will expect? Oh, what is my total from each branch? So that time you can give a flexibility for the CEO of the Accenture. So they can simply select branch and they can click break and they can apply max so that they can see. They can apply a sum even. They can apply a sum so that they can see each branch total from that report. Again, if they want to see, oh, in each branch, how many departments I have? Oh, what is each department revenue? Then again they can apply a break on department and they can apply some. That time it will give a subtotal for each department. And again you can put a break on project and they can apply some. It will give a subtotal for each branch, each project like this. Now I divided according to year. Again my customer is asking to show each quarter sales. For example, see, I want to edit this query. If you want to edit this query, you need to go to data access There you have a edit, and I want to edit a query 1, and I want to add a month. I added month, then run queries. Report will run with the new object. Now you have a month. If you want to drag and drop a month into black one, just drag and drop. It will create a new column in the table. Now it is displaying 2004 all quarters and respective sales. The reason is you applied the break on year. Break on year. If you want to display maximum, just select the sales revenue, and there you need to go to format. In the format, somewhere you have a functions, or you need to go to analysis. There you have a sum. There you have a sum. You are displaying sum of 2004 here. See, sum of 2004. If you go to below, there is a sum of 2005. If you go to below, there is a sum of 2006, as well as you have a grand sum. This is a grand total. Grand total. And if the customer is requested to give one more subtotal according to quarter, select the quarter. Again, you need to go to what you call as report elements. There you have a break. Apply add break. This time again the report will be subdivided for each quarter. When you see your 2004 quarter 1, 2004 quarter 2, the same like 2004 quarter 3, quarter 4, the same 4 blocks you will get for 2005, 4 breaks you will get for 2006 also. Now if you want to apply, again you can go to analysis, sum, you can apply a sum for this also. You are trying to apply sum of each quarter. Sum of each quarter also. It will give sum of each quarter, and as well as it will give a grand total for all. This is a way they can break and they can apply the total so that they can easily understand. High level people, it's very very important for high level people. There's a way you can create a subtotal report. Sometimes they'll ask us to create a report with the subtotals. That time please don't confuse. If they're requested to apply subtotal for one report, that time you need to apply a section. If they're requested to create a one block with the subtotals, that time you need to apply a break and apply a totals. That is your break and section. Okay, that is fine. You applied. I hope you're good with this. And if you want to display top one rank from each top one rank, that time top one rank, just select this particular data, go to add rank, ranking. I want to display top one rank from each year, top one, based on what? Sales revenue for each year. Click on OK. This time it will display only top one rank from each year. See, when you see this, in 2006 you have a quarter 1, and 2006, see, when you see here, displaying all top one from each year, I hope. Otherwise, let me create a new block. I will explain you the rank. Go to data access, new data provide, or if you want you can go to edit and then add query from universe, refresh universe, select. I'm just creating a report with the year wise sales revenue, run queries. This time it will buzz this, insert a table in a new report. That means it will create a one more report called as report 2. Now you have a report 2. If the black is displaying has error, you just need to increase the width of the particular cell. Then if you want to apply a rank, select the particular dimension, then go to analysis. There you have a ranking, click on add ranking. If you want to display only top one rank, just select top one based on sales revenue ranked by year. Click on OK. This time it will display only top one. If you want to display top one, bottom one, you can. If you want to display top one, bottom one, just edit the rank. Here also you need to select bottom. Just enable bottom one. Then click on OK. This will display both top one, bottom one. That is for rank. And again, when you talk about controls, in the controls you have a lot of controls. If you want to create a radio buttons, please click on radio buttons. If you want to make a radio button based on query 1, just click on next. Click on next. Year label, all values from the report, and operator is equal to. Okay, click on next. Click on finish. This time what it will do, it will create a one radio button here. This you called as the people called as the input controls. Here it will displaying all values for 2004, 2005, 2006 in the black one. And you see here black one. If you want to and report to, you created black 2, right? And if you want to display only 2004, display only 2004. Already applied the rank. Let me remove the rank. Remove the rank. Now if you select all values, it will display all values in the black. And if you want to display only 2006, yes, you can display only 2006, 2005, 2005. That means you're giving an input control for the end user with the radio buttons and combo boxes and filter boxes. This kind of all options you don't have in R3, you have only in R4. If you want to create a checkbox, please create a checkbox. Select the checkbox. You're creating a checkbox based on year. Yes, select year. Click on next. Click on next. Click on finish. You created checkbox. If you want to display all values in the radio button, display all, but here you want to display, you removed all. If you want to display 4 and 5, yes, you can 4 and 5. If you want to give only 4 and 5, you can give a 4 and 5. And customer want to see 4 and 6, yes, they need to select 4 and 6. Then the black will display 4 and 6. That all input controls you can display in the controls. That flexibility also you have. That is your control. And anyway, I talked about formatting rules. These all you created. Then later you can apply that particular formatting rule for this black to highlight the data. If you want to create a new rule, please click on new rule. Same way, condition. Create a condition with the object, operator, operand, and go to format and select the required format. Then later you need to apply that particular rule to the particular black that we discussed. In the display when you see, you have a sort. There you can apply ascending, descending, and manage sorts. In the manage sorts, you have an order you can specify. Add. Here you have an add based on year. Click on OK. You can change the order of the and values. You have a custom chart. If you want to change the order, for example, you don't want to do ascending, descending. You want to do some order. You want to do first 2004, then 2006, then 2005. It is not ascending, it is not a descending, it's a custom sort. That all you can do with the custom sorting. On top of year, that also possible. Now when you select all, it will display all, but the order when you see here it displaying 2004, 2006, 2005 based on your required order that we discussed. And as well as the couple of days back we discussed about hierarchies in the universe. When you create custom hierarchy, that time the customer can navigate from one hierarchy to another hierarchy. When you make only default hierarchies by default, that time the customer can navigate one level by level in the same hierarchy. They can navigate from top level to low level by one level. That you call as a drill down. And customer can navigate from very low level to high level, one by one level up in the same hierarchy that we call as a drill up. And we talked about drill by also. If the customer is navigating from one level to any level there in the same hierarchy, that we call by eliminating intermediate levels. If the customer is navigating from one level to any level there in the hierarchy by eliminating intermediate levels is called as the drill by. Drill by. Drill by. That also possible. If customer want to do drill down, drill up, drill by in the report, that time we need to create a default hierarchy in the universe. If customer want to navigate from one hierarchy to any hierarchy, that time you need to create a concept is called as drill. You need to create a custom hierarchy in the universe. If customer is navigating from one class to another class, that we call as a drill through or drill across. That is possible only with the custom hierarchy there in the universe. Okay. Anyway, if you want to give a drill option for the end user, you just need to enable drill. Once you enable the drill, the customer can click on 2004. Report will display all the available hierarchies in the universe. You have a hierarchy called as a time period. Hierarchy called as a time period dimension, quarter 3 new query. Okay, anyway, I'm selecting this particular hierarchy. Then report will convert to quarters, and here it displaying 2004 2006. If you click 2006, customer can see 2006 quarters. If the user selected 2005, that time the user can see 2005 quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 sales. Quarter 5, quarter 3, quarter 4 sales. They can they can select this, and again if they click on quarter 1, it will go to, again it will display quarter is there in two hierarchies. It will ask to select the particular hierarchy. If you selected this particular hierarchy, now customer can see months, and again customer go to months to, and if they want they can go to year and they can take a snapshot. See, they took a tag snapshot of that particular year and quarter month. And again, if user want to click on months, they can click on here. They click on months, then report will convert to weeks. And again, if they want, they can take a snapshot. That means you created one report with the year-wise sales revenue, and you enable drill. The later the customer they want to navigate from year to quarter, simply they will click on particular year and report will convert for the quarters so that they can take a snapshot. Again, if they want to see month wise, they will click on particular quarter, report will convert for the months and they can take a snapshot. Again, months, they can click on months, it will go to weeks and they can take a snapshot. That we called as a drill down, one by one level down. Drill up, the user can click on week, the report automatically convert to months. Again, if they click on months, it will go to quarters. This we call as a drill up, one by one level up. Drill by, right click, there you have a drill by. Now you are in the quarter wise. In the time period, they want to go to week. In the drill down, if they want to go to week, if you are there in quarter, you need to first go to month, then you can go to week. But my customer is asking, no, I don't want to navigate quarter to month, month to week. I want to jump directly from quarter to week. That time they need to choose drill by. This time the end user directly can jump from quarter to week without navigating to month. Now the end user is navigated from quarter level to week level by eliminating intermediate level called as a month. In the drill down, if you want to go to week from quarter, first you need to go to month, then go to week. One by one level down. But in the drill by, no, they cannot. They can navigate from one level to any level in the same hierarchy by eliminating intermediate levels. That we call as the drill by. If there is a custom hierarchy, for example, you clicked on week. If you click on week, it will go to holiday. It will take you into holiday, but you cannot go to any level, because the reason is when you see in the time period class, you have a last level is called as holiday. Up to you can navigate up to last level of the particular hierarchy. This we called as this is possible with the default hierarchies. If you want to navigate from if you want to navigate from I want to go to drill by time period year. Yes, I can go to year. Then report will display months in the okay. Then move to quarter, quarter to year. Now we have a report for years. Years. Report for years. Okay, you have a data for years. Now my customer want to click on particular 2004. Yes, click on 2004. Report is converting for quarters. Quarters, then it will go to what? Months, months and weeks. If you have a custom hierarchy, the customer can select second hierarchy in the navigation. That time the customer can navigate to other hierarchy also, that we call as the drill through. Anyway, that is possible with the custom hierarchy. Once you created custom hierarchy in the universe level, the user can navigate year to quarter, quarter to month, month to week, week to holiday. Again they can go to product, and again product to lines they can go, if you have a custom hierarchy in the universe level. That is a drill. As a developer, just you need to enable drill and save the report. If the customer want to navigate, they can navigate and they can take a snapshot. That feature you call as the ad hoc features. Ad hoc feature. Okay, today what we discussed is, we talked about breaks and sections. Break means it subdivides one block into sub blocks. Section means it subdivides the complete report into sub reports. Sub reports. Master detail report is possible with the section. Master detail block is possible with the break. That we discussed. And later we talked about conditional. In the conditional, you can create a multiple number of conditions with the multiple number of formatting. If you want to create any new role, just go to conditional. There you have a new role. Click on new role and select your object name, operator and operand, and select a format, so that will create a role. Then you need to select particular column in the block, and you need to go to format rule. There you need to enable that rule name, so that that rule, whatever the format you apply, that format will be applied for the particular column. There's a way you can apply that particular rule for all the columns. If you want to create any number of rules, you can create. There is no limitation. That we call as, that is for highlighting your data. That we discussed. And later we talked about ranking. I hope you know what do you mean by ranking. If you have a 10 records, if you want to display only top 3 records based on sales revenue, that time please select that particular records and top 3, and based on whatever the measure you want, that measure you need to select. That we talked. And again we talked about controls, that we call as the input controls. If you want to make any radio button or checkbox and particular value, please select that particular value. For example, if you want to make an year, just select the year column, go to controls. There you have a lot of controls. Select particular control. It will add a control in the left side, and then user can select whatever the values they want to show and whatever the values they want to hide. That input controls they can create. And the next you talked about drills. As a developer, once you created your report with the high level object, just enable drill and save the report into the server. Customer can drill down, drill up, drill by, drill across based on your hierarchies available in the universe. If there is only default hierarchy, there is no custom hierarchies in the universe, that time the user can do drill down, drill up, drill by. If there is a custom hierarchy, that time user can do drill through and drill across also. Drill through, drill across is only possible with the custom hierarchies. That all we discussed. Anyway, I hope you know this is what filter bar. You can add your own filter. Okay, this is outlet. Outlet is basically, when you see, it will add outlet. In the report, it added the outlet. See, it added particular outlet. Outlet. If you don't want outlet, you can remove the outlet. This time, no outlet. And again, in the outlet, you have you have a one outlet, it will add outlet. Otherwise, if you don't want, you can remove the outlet, and your functions will be there here. If you want to add some, that is there here. If you want to add a minimum and maximum on the month, that time you need to click N. That time it will display the count and all, that all you have here, that we discussed. And next, when you see here in the report elements, you have a table. Table means you can add a table. Cell, if you want to add a new cell, please blank cell. Here you have a blank cell. It will add a blank cell after wherever you want. Wherever you want to create, you can create a blank cell. If you want to create a blank cell after the month, after a particular column, this time select that particular column, go to blank cell, then you can add a blank cell. One blank cell you can add anywhere, only one cell. See, blank cell, if you want to put a blank cell here, you can put a blank cell there. If you want to write your own text, you can write your own text. Whatever the text you want, you can write. This is for titles and all. You can add your blank cell, and then you have a section. I hope you know what is a section. If you want to subdivide all the blocks into sub-blocks, you need to go to section. And if you want to add any chart, please select the chart and drag and drop required objects into the chart. Others means you have a more, there you have a box, plot. These are your charts and all. And tools, I think you are in tools now. Positions, if you want to change the alignment of this particular block, you can change the alignment. So grid, it will display the grid and all you have in the line. Linking means, here you have a add element. Linking means you can see, for example, you have a single object, month, and click on next. Click on next. Here must select at least one report element. I think here the reason is you have only one query. If you have two queries, you can link the elements. I'll tell you later what is a merging. That we'll discuss in the merging. Okay. Anyway, in the report elements, I hope if you want to add a table, please select a table and insert wherever you want. And then you need to go to data. You need to go to data and just drag and drop that particular data into your hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, thank you. Okay, now see, this is basically, if you want to create a new table, just drag and drop the table. Just click on table, so you can make a table. And if you want to create this table with the month, just drag and drop the month. And if you want to add a sales revenue, please drag and drop that particular sales revenue, so that it will create your a block. That is for the block. If you want to create any chart, please go to charts. There you have a chart. Just click on chart. There you have a lot of charts. Column chart, if you want, you can take a column chart here. You have a column chart here. Sorry. Go to report 1. If you want to insert a column chart, just select the column chart, and wherever you want, you can put your column chart. Let me insert a column chart after this blocks. Then take a column chart. Just insert, then it will insert a column chart. Then it will ask us, in the column chart, it will ask us to add your objects. For example, let me try. Have a quarter 3, have a year. Your query 3 have a year. Think we just need to drag and drop of the year. It will add a years in the x-axis. And if you want to add y-axis as sales revenue, just drag and drop the sales revenue. Then it will add a sales revenue. There is a way you can create your chart also. That all will be there in the table elements. Table elements that we discussed. Yes, report elements, I hope you know. If you want to add any new table, if you want to add a new chart, if you want to add any new cross tab, that time you go for the report elements. Next one is format. I hope in the format you can know, you can change the font color of the particular column. If you want to change the font color, you have a font color. You can change the font color. If you want to change the font color for entire data, you can change. Yes, you can change. If you want to change the background of this particular column heading or data, just select that and column heading, and if you want to change the data heading, still you can. That is with the format. And if you want to add a dollar for this particular data, just select dollar. It will add a dollar for it will cross the data. If you don't want, just remove. If you want to add underline, please select underline. If you want to remove, then you can remove. Bold, you can bold it. I think you can, this formatting. And this is, I hope you know. If you want to change the font color, please change the font size. Font size. You can change the font size. If you have Arial, if you want to make some other, you can make. That all we have. If you want to align left, this data, if you want to align left, please align left here. That all you have in the formatting. In the data access, I hope you know. If you want to create a new block in the same tab, that time you need to go to new data provider. If you want to add a block in other tab, new tab, or maybe in the same tab, or if you want to create a new query without adding any block and tab, that time you need to go to edit, then you need to use add query option. And when you add query, then when you click new, that time it will give you the window. There you have 3 options. When you select first option, that time it will create a new tab and new block. When you select second option, the time to create a new block in the same tab. When you select third option, the time it won't create any tab, it won't create any block. It will simply add a data into the data tab. The data you can use for reports. You can use for the blocks that we discussed. The next one is purge. Purge is basically to remove data from the report. See, when you click on purge, if you want to purge data for query 1, you can purge data only for query 1. That time it will remove the data whatever is coming from query 1. If you want to remove the data from query 3, just click on query 3. Purge query 3. This time it will remove data whatever the data is coming from query 3. No, the chart is coming from query 3. That's why it's not displaying any data. As per the best practice, if before exporting the report, please purge the data. Purge the data means you need to remove the data and save the report with the structure. And whenever the end user is accessing your report from the what you call as BI Launchpad, they can again click this and they can see the data. If you save a report without data, that time it will occupy less memory in the server, so it will improve the performance. The best practice for all the projects is, before exporting your report, please purge all the queries, then export to server, so that the report will be exported without data. It will export only with the structure. Later, whenever the customer open a report, when they click refresh, again the queries will fire on the database. They'll get a new data every day. For example, you create a report today and you run the report today, you will get a data till today. And when you save in the server it will display now the report will save up to today's data. And tomorrow, if the end user is accessing report, that report will display up to yesterday's data. That time they'll get confused. If you remove data and if you save a report without data, That time whenever the end user open a report, if they click on refresh, if they click refresh, they'll get up to tomorrow's data. Purge is very important for all the projects. Make sure keep in your mind before exporting a report, please do purge for all the queries. Purge will eliminate the report data. And again, if you want to repress query 3, you can repress the query 3. That time we'll get a data for query 3. And again, if you want to take data for query 1, yes, still you can. Query 1 also will get a data. Query 1 also will get a data. There's a way you can do purging in report level. Purging is for eliminating data. I hope we talked about new data provider. We talked about edit. If you want to edit a query, you just need to go to edit query. And if you want to add a new object, please add a new object compatibly. I added week, run query. When you click on run query, the new week object will be appeared in the data tab. This is your new week. You have a holiday week. If you want to reuse that week to the chart, just drag and drop into x-axis. This time the chart will be converted for year all the weeks. Year all the weeks. There's a way you can modify query and later you can add that object to the black. That is edit. Edit also. And tomorrow we'll talk about how to create a variables, how to do merging and two queries. Merge dimension. Tomorrow we'll talk about this too. And analysis. In the analysis, I hope we talked about filter. Filter is basically, filtering data for one black or filtering data for multiple blacks at a time. If you are filtering data for multiple blacks, that we call as a global filter. If you applied a filter for one black, that we call as the local filter. Local filter that we talk. Ranking. Ranking is basically to display data on top 2 and bottom 3 ranks. Controls, I hope you can apply multiple input controls, radio buttons and checkboxes later. Based on the customer selection, the black will be displayed the data. Break, I hope break, subdividing one black into sub blacks. Sort, there you can apply ascending, descending. Drill, when you enable drill, the customer can do drill down, drill up, drill by, drill across. If they want to do drill across, the mandatory is in the universe they need a custom hierarchy. I think when you talk about filter bar, it will open a filter bar. See, when you click filter bar, you can still drag and drop month into this filter bar. So later the customer can select particular month, third month, so that the data will be, repressed for third month. I think you don't have a month wise, so data will be displayed only month wise. Outline means you can add an outline for the report. If you don't want, please remove the outline. Sum and minimum and all functions will be available in the functions that we discussed. Page setup. You have a portlet. If you want to put A4 size, if you want to put A3 size printing, then you can put A3. That all settings you can do. This is more or less like your Word document. If you want to display report with the landscape format, the time when you save a report, whenever user sent a print, whenever user clicks on print, then it will print the report like a landscape document. If you want to eliminate duplicates, you just need to remove. See, when you see here report 1, report 2, report 1, the duplicate report whatever there for report 1, that will be removed. That also it will be possible. Okay, then add report means it will add one more report here. If you want to remove a report, select that particular report. Select that particular report, then remove. Here you have a remove. Yes, it is removed that particular black. If you want to add a new report, see, here you have a new tab. If you want to add a report file tab, that time add report, it will add a new tab. There's a way you can add and remove the tabs. Width, if you want to set the page width, you can set. You can set whatever the width you want. And the height also you can set for the this scale. Scale means you have a 10 records, you want to show 15 rows. So that time you need to set 15 rows here. 15 rows here, and headers and footers and all you can set. Margins, Display same like your Word document, left margin, right margin, and top and bottom and all you can set your, that is your page setup. And then, when you go to reading means it will display only, when you see your reading means it will display the data. And when you talk about reading means now you are in the reading mode. That time it won't display the report with the design and the structure. You are only be in the reading mode. When you click here, only you will be in the reading mode, but not in the design mode. That time report will be converted in the reading mode. When you click close, let me close this particular report. I want to explain what is reading mode, what is data mode, what is design mode. Reading, when you click reading mode, that time it will display only the report like pages they can read. Design mode means it will take you into the design mode, you can design your own blocks. Data mode means it will display only data. That you have 3 modes in the report. That's all we discussed today. Okay, anyway, tomorrow I'll explain about the reading, data and design mode, don't worry. And tomorrow's agenda is we are going to see how to create a formulas in the report and what is variable and what is merging. Then later we'll discuss about scheduling. Tomorrow's agenda is I'm going to explain formulas, variables, merging, and scheduling. I hope if you have any doubts, please ask me today. Any doubts? Sorry,
Hi,
any doubts?
Shiva here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a doubt here. See,
Mm-hmm.
in the info view,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have the edit option.
That is the case. You need to disable your edit all queries option. If you
Where?
disable edit all queries option, in the info view, that for end user you want to disable edit option, right?
Yes.
At that time, in the report, in the CMC level, in the
Mm-hmm.
admin level, in
Mm-hmm.
the CMC, the administration console, you just need to give a view access for them on info view. If you give only view access on info view, that time they
Mm-hmm.
cannot see edit.
Okay. I was a bit struggling yesterday because you showed me some time back when you were discussing on this what do you call on the WebI. In between, you went
Mhm.
to you showed that how to block the edit.
Edit, that is not for info view edit. If you click edit, again they can see the edit query, right? If
Yeah.
you want to hide the edit query option, that time in the report properties you need to disable allow other users to edit query options.
That's what which one you are referring to? That is in the info view level, or it's in the WebI level?
Report level, that is in the report level. For example, in the info view itself, you want to disable edit. That
Uh-huh.
time an application, while giving access an application for the group, you just need to give only view access. That time in the info view, they can only see the report, but they cannot edit it.
Okay. Got
Talk
it.
about edit queries, once they are
Yeah.
in the report, again they can go to edit query to the query panel, right? If you
Yeah.
want to disable that edit query option, that time
Mm-hmm.
in the properties you need to disable allow others to edit all queries option.
Okay. And this outline you are referring to
Mm-hmm.
in the WebI,
Uh-huh.
that's a lovely tool. I have seen that. I have worked on that.
Mm-hmm.
I can show it to you how it
Okay.
works. Tomorrow
Sure.
I can show it to you.
Sure, no problems.
That will be a learning session
What
for
is
everyone
outlet?
because,
What is outlet? Sorry?
pardon?
You can set your own outlet, right?
Yeah, outline is basically when you do you have the sections and the breaks, right?
Yeah, that time you can add your yes.
outline, and you can hide. Suppose you want, you have. I will show it to you. When you see only, it will be easy for you to understand.
Yeah, yes. The thing is, if you want to hide a black, in earlier you have in the properties you have a control blacks, right? Now they gave a outlet. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah, outlet. You can add outlet for the particular break or section, and you
Yeah.
can hide it, right?
Yes.
Okay. The same, you created the report and you have a lot of breaks in the report, lot of sections in the report. You can add your own outlet, and then you can hide it if you want.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Anyway, I'll explain tomorrow that also. And now, any doubts you have in the today's? Let me summarize what we discussed today. We discussed about break transactions. I hope it is very easy. Break means you just need to go to report elements, select if you want to apply a break on here. Plus, just select here and add a break. Then subdivide it black into black according to years. If you have a 10 years data, then it will subdivide into 10 blacks. But the next black is as it is. When you talk about section, in the report elements, again you have a section. When you insert a section, then it will ask you to select particular object. If you select a year, if you have a year in both the blacks, then it will subdivide all the blacks into sub-blacks according to years. That means you are subdividing complete report into sub-reports. That we discussed. And later we talked about conditional. Conditional is basically, sometimes they'll give a condition and ask us, conditional is basically, sometimes they'll ask us to create to highlight a data, to highlight a data based on the particular conditions. They'll give a conditions and they'll give a formatting for us, that all they will put in the requirement document. Based on that conditions, you need to highlight a data. That time you need to go to conditional and create your own rule with the help of condition and select the required formatting, and that particular condition you need to apply for the particular black, that we call as a conditional, that we talk. And if you want to apply a rank on particular black, select the particular dimension, go to rank and add a rank and select the measure, so that it will apply a top 2 or top 3 or bottom 2 bottom 3 or top 10 bottom 10, whatever you want based on sales revenue. It will display only that values based on your selected rank, that we discussed. And if you want to create a subtotal report, I told you already, if you want to create a subtotal report, then you need to apply a section and apply a sum. Then it will create each total for each section, and as well as it will create a grand total. If you want to display maximum for each section, yes, apply section and apply max, so it will create a maximum for each section, that we discussed. And we discussed about black level filter and global filter also. And we talked about drills. Just you need to enable drill and save the report. Customer can take drill down, drill up, drill by, drill through, and they can take a required number of snapshots. Required number of snapshot, that we discussed. And if you want to apply any input control like radio button, checkboxes, and all, then you need to go to controls. There you have a lot of buttons. Select the required button and select the required object. It will add a button based on that particular object, so that customer, if you select all values, it will display all values in that particular column. If customer selected only 2004, that time the black will display only 2004 data. If customer selected 2004 and 2006, the black will display 2004 and 2006. But in the radio button, you can select only one value. If you make checkbox, that time the customer can select multiple checkboxes, that we discussed in the controls. Okay, that's all for today's, and meet you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to explain merging, formulas, variables, command queries. You just need to write if condition, that I'll discuss in the formulas. In the formulas, I'm going to explain query summary, user response function, and as well as how to write if conditions, and what is how to make a concatenation. That all I'll discuss in the formulas tomorrow. Okay. Any other doubts? In the universe, I'll show you. I'll show you tomorrow. And at the end of the reporting, I'll explain how to write a at the rate prompt and aggregate awareness and derive tables in the universe level. Any other questions? Okay, thanks. Thanks for your time and meet you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye.
The organizer has ended the session and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.